Hi, energy. Time to pull from alignment and see what's going on within the energy today. I am recording later in the day again today. Um, I'm recording at 1:56 in the afternoon or afternoon. I just want to get some clarity, see what spirit all has in store for us. Honestly, I'm gonna start off with the universe. See what universal law is setting out today. So I feel like everything is going good. I feel that energy, which is not surprising, definitely when you're dealing with greatness and definitely in a love base, because we are in February, which is a love base. On top of that, things from the past coming back. You just naturally expect that. It's almost the energy of when you're happy, it gets sensed out by past and they come back for some reason. I have no clue what that energy is about, but I feel like it's like the law of attraction. It naturally happens. It's like a moth to the light. It's like once you find that connection, you are a lighthouse and they come back, which is not a bad aspect. It's just thinking of a way to express that. There could be some find or form of like appreciation where it can be grown, or it's like energy. I just watched one of my other translations about it being judgment time. You in graduation class, you found your person. Definitely, this feel like a love base of an energy, honestly, which is not surprising. Once again, we are in February. Love is all the time, but intriguingly, Valentine's Day gets celebrated in February. I feel like my brain just drifted really quick. Wait a minute. I feel like my brain just drifted. Oh, about have you healed yet? If somebody from the past come back, would you go backwards? Even though you found your person, you found what you were looking for, would you go back? It's that type of an energy. And that can be, it's funny because somebody actually said that to me. They was like, Valentine's is nothing but a lustful energy. In this form, it could be. It's temptation. It's coming back. You know, what you gonna do? You're not supposed to backtrack. That's the intriguing part. And even that metaphor that I said, it's a lustful energy. It's intriguing how themes or aspects like that thrive. You know, just like when people cheating and things like that. People like that type of energy. Definitely when they hear about it, you know, it's like, oh, they love it. But it's just like, it's something so perfect. Think of something so perfect. Like, oh my God, y'all so happy. And then nobody really care about that part. They always wait for the disaster to happen. You know, that's the contagious part of the energy. Where the lust part seemed to be like a hyped aspect where it's like, it's hoped that it happened. So it's like, it's not so perfect. It ruins the love concept. It's that song, You Give Love a Bad Name. It's one of those type of energies. And I was like, yeah. It's not surprising because I already had translated it, but I'm even finding myself experiencing it. And it's just like, it's intriguing when you're unbothered, when you know you have what you need, if that makes sense. And cause and effect. And it flipped away where you won't see it. You won't, oh, Jesus. That's funny. This feel like a test I went through today. Intriguing. I feel like I went through a test today. As into, I went to the laundromat, washed my clothes. And while I was in there, I was watching a video that I was telling you guys about the energy of it. Feels like, well, I started watching before I got there, but I continued to watch it when I was there. About tests. These are a lot of tests like Judgment Day. It's like you went to school, you went learned all these classes, and these classes are coming off like people, like lessons that you went through. But on Judgment Day, it's like a repeating back. Like things start coming right back. You might start going through the same lessons and cycles again. How do you handle it? What do you do within it? Like, did you learn anything in class? Or aspect of, are you healed? That was the main theme aspect too. Are you healed? If you're not healed, energy from the past coming back, you're going to go back because you're not healed. if that makes sense. And going back, it's not a bad aspect. It's just like in school, literally, I'm giving an example of a metaphor of a school aspect. Just because, just like if you don't pass a grade, you get to repeat it. You're not healed. You didn't learn something in it. And that's the cause and effect. That's the intriguing part. Ugh. The law of perpetual transferring of energy, the law of action. And it's in reverse. How lovely. That made me happy. And the law of gender and the law of compensation. Yeah, it's coming right back. Coming right back. The law of energy. The law of rhythm. Yeah, they're coming right back. Like a moth to the light. Right back. That's an intense energy. For overall energy, this reminds me of a movie that I like a lot. It's called Brown Sugar. I like that movie a lot. I'm trying to think of how the concept went. It reminded me of it, but I kind of just forgot again what I was thinking about. I don't know why my phone felt like that. It feels far back, but I just wanted to record the energy today. I got time, so I was like, we're just gonna pull energy really quick, see what's going on with an alignment. It's not surprising, but he wound up he was supposed to be with his friend who he grew up with. They had like a beautiful relationship, but he wound up getting with somebody who, for me, I would say it was his dream person, somebody he never thought he can get with. But right before the wedding, the one he grew up with, like, pronounced her love, like, I want you. But he's like, you gonna pull this on me on the day before I get married? But that's the same thing with Love and Basketball too. That's funny. That's extra funny. That same aspect was the same aspect from Love and Basketball. Speaking up before it's like actually official, where it's like metaphorically there's no going back, but people do get divorced because they realize, oh, this course is not what I thought it was. I'm in the wrong class. And it takes a little minute sometimes to get out that class. It's not so simple as I want to go to this class, but both of those aspects spoke up right before it's about to happen. But more of the story, what I'm getting at is he had the person the whole time. They just never acknowledged each other like that until later on. They wound up getting together in Brown Sugar. The movie was so beautiful to me. I like to use that metaphor a lot. I feel like I use it in a different metaphor this time. Because it's a perfect friendship that they never had sex or nothing until it was like, oh, you about to put your both feet in a different direction than where you're supposed to be at. Something about the energy is important. I'm hoping that was a good example to use Brown Sugar. It's just, it reminds me of it. But that's a backtracking energy. That's a backtracking energy. That's the intriguing part about that, honestly. Because that backtrack was a good backtrack. But it's just funny because for me, I think that's just part of the lesson, honestly. Making sure that you are really, this is what you want, if that makes sense. Like, already had, it's like you want to be with somebody for one person all your life. Like, I met you when I was like 6 years old. You ain't experienced nothing else. So you might have temptations to go off somewhere else. You need to go out and explore yourself and make sure this is what you want. Because you ain't been with nobody else. That's what that energy feel like to me as I'm thinking about it, as I just explained it. Like, that's a backtracking energy. Already had it, and it really was together from a young age, but they ain't experienced nothing else. And he actually got like his dream girl, like somebody he just would never thought I'd be with you. But he was really meant to be with his sweetheart that he grew up with. Mm-hmm. That's the intriguing part. I think that energy is just about learning yourself, honestly. So you don't have those shoulda, coulda, wouldas like some people do. I normally hear that in women who had babies. I gave up this and this for you. And it's like, well, that's what you chose to do, got ninth house, 10th house, third house, fourth house, and eighth house. All the houses is out today. That's 5 of them, too. That's funny. You got a balanced teaching, and it's communication of here and after, and it's your roots. That's funny too, because I caught the moon yesterday, which I was so happy by. I was out and about in the sky in a complete form. It's Saturn energy. That's the funny part. It's third house and eighth house. It's affinity. That ring on there is an eternal energy. You always connected. And that's what Saturn was doing, was connecting pieces like a puzzle. Which that's actually funny with this energy as to people coming back. You might actually, your lesson, honestly, may be in that energy. Reunited with somebody from the past. It's connecting back. Like you might have separated and you come right back around. It's connecting you. But for others, you ain't meant to backtrack. You found it within the present moment. You're with it. It's just to test the energy of is it going around like an orbit, as it's going around, things from the past are coming back. If that makes sense. What do you do? What do you do? Some people might have that little lost in the sauce behavior and they just, oh my God, everybody want me. They might love it and drift off. Which is just like, whoa. You're going to be back sad eventually because they don't really want you. They just, I want to say they sabotagers. You know, they just, I'm here just to ruin your shit and move on. I'm here to ruin your shit and move on. That's all that energy is. It's almost like that Mike Jones song. Back then, didn't want me. Now I'm hot all on me. They ain't gonna still want you. They just want to sabotage what the fuck you got going on and proceed on with their fucking day. Bad and bougie behavior. That's so funny. Just because it's a song called that. And guys always hoping they want them bad and bougie, but when they get them bad, like they like fucking all your friends and cousins and taking all your money. You know, then it's like, oh, hell no, you a demon. No, that's bad and that's bougie. Give me all your money, nigga, and let me fuck all your friends and your cousins and shit. That's what they like, too. That's part of that lustful behavior and the concepts that people normally like. They like that behavior. Then they get pissed when they get that type of behavior. And we got Cancer energy, light in the dark. It's a sabotager energy. I want to say it's self-sabotage, but the only person who can self-sabotage is you, honestly, but it's definitely a sabotage. They just want to come ruin your shit and proceed on what they did. It's like their job. That's their fucking job. I hate the struggle. It's really not funny because I'm a person who's seeking a connection. I know they will do the same. They coming for me. You know, it's like, it's funny to an extent, the way I'm feeling it. Because it reminds me of the Matrix. That Mr. Anderson guy, how they multiply. That they coming at the chosen one, or like what's his name? And Mr. Anderson was the one who could multiply himself. Those are the ones that's coming towards you. You like the Neo concept, if that makes sense. Just an example of the energy. And once they sabotage, they're going to proceed on with their fucking day. Now, this is just, are you solid or not? As simple as that. Judgment. Are you solid or not? Are you healed or not? I feel like this energy is either, I wonder how long this energy is going to be going on. I feel like I translated this energy last year. End of last year. Maybe it was this year. I can't really remember. I think it was last year. And it was speaking of this is the same exact energy. And we got Aries energy, creativity and pleasure. Yep. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Pisces energy, family structure of a balance. Gemini, hi. Deep perspectives through the air. It's obvious. Hidden different frequencies. First responder, solid. Hi, self. I love me some self. Self is just lovely. And values. That's been a super theme too. What is your values? It's been really, really, really important. And for me, fourth house, fourth house actually came out. It's family, my structure. What am I connected to is always my priority, for sure. It's a balance, which is 10th house. And it's communication of a here and after. That yin and yang energy, naturally. Always top agenda for me. um, which is my creativity and pleasure. And it's light in the dark. That's what I do. But another aspect, something I would say, are you healed? I'm gonna see what the messages is in here. I wonder what this cause and effect is. Probably just backtracking. It's simple as school. You don't pass, you just repeat the lesson back. Just repeat it back. As simple as that. It's not a bad thing. It's just a delay. That's funny. I'm gonna speak on something personally about myself that I've noticed about myself, honestly. And it's something I'm doing my own reevaluating on. It's just people that I have dismissed because I'm just like, you fucking up my mental, and my mental is my most important asset to myself, is my mental. So I dismissed their asses. Later on, I wound up missing them. Like, it's only happened with two people. And usually I just dismiss people and I move on my fucking day. Or they dismiss me and it is what it is. Sometimes I'm over it quickly. Sometimes it's just like, what the fuck? Maybe I need to call you 59 times. Maybe you're really busy. Is your phone working? Like, turn into a real cycle sometime. But I'm getting better at it. It's just, I turn into a real cycle. Should I call you 59 times? Is your phone working? Are you alive? I turned into a cycle, but seriously. I don't mind being a single person. I want people around me. I know I'm meant to be married and things like that, but I don't mind being by myself. It's not even about being single. I don't mind being by myself. Normally, when I'm around people, it's stressful, it's irritating, it's annoying. And I was wondering if that's one of my problems that I have with dating, putting myself out there is just, I don't know if I want to deal with a person, if that makes sense, you know? So it's like I might actually sabotage it just to get them away from me, if that makes sense. I don't feel like that's what I do. It's just something I've been evaluating on myself personally. Honestly. It's just literally for me, they was fucking up with my mental, so I dismissed their asses. But as I said, later on, I wound up missing them. Um, and then I had to go reevaluate what do I miss about them, which that's something I'm actually sharing with this person now. Normally I would text myself, but I'm actually expressing to them, like, what do I miss about you? Like, if you just dismissed me, I was fucking up your mental, what could you possibly miss? And it's the same as the other aspect. At the end of the day, who want to really be lonely, if that makes sense? Like, it's an aspect for me, the pros and cons. What's important to you? What's your values? And I still stick to my mental. If my mental, throughout the day, you fucking up my mental and I'm just desperate to go lay with you at nighttime, that ain't gonna cut it either. It's just those things that I have been reevaluating on myself because I do miss waking up with a person. I do miss going to sleep with a person. I do miss being able to socialize with a person, have that intimate conversation and kissy face and things like that. Um, but at the end of the day, it's like, is that really worth it? Is it enough? If that makes sense. Definitely when it's like, you're fucking with my mental. That's why I think I'm just gonna settle out with a dog, honestly. That's what I think I'm gonna do. I'm not even joking. It's just that's a personal aspect that I just sharing with you guys, something I've been evaluating with myself as into, do I be sabotaging my relationships just to get them the fuck away from me? Just to get them away from me. Even though I feel like I don't. It's just when you say you miss a person, it's like, what do you miss about them? That's what I've really been evaluating. What do I miss about you? Is what I miss about you even worth me proceeding, or is just something that is a great quality that I appreciate in a relationship or having somebody, if that makes sense. You know, 'Cause I'm not a person who date a lot. I don't like normally sleep with people and things like that, like an overnight sleep, like we in bed together and we just side by side. That's not a normal behavior. That's a special occasion to me. That's why I take it so serious. But that's a special occasion to me. It is. It's just as I was saying, for my moving forward energy growing, I'm learning what is important to be within my structure of what I'm building. and it goes with the pros and cons. But you best believe it, you won't be fucking up my mental. You surely won't. So it's like rejuvenate. That's funny. Mental is always arguing. My last couples, only been two back to back for the most part. All we did was argue, for the most part, and it's mainly because I have realized they're not over their past. And this actually it's an aspect, even the energy that I'm translating. That's the funny part of moving forward. You can't move forward if you're still stuck on your past. We spend a lot of time talking about their past. And I don't mind it. It's like I need to learn this part, which I learned quickly. Like, oh, you're not over your past. We can't proceed. How are we going to proceed? You're not over your past. You're not healed. You have to go backwards. Or you're just not meant to be with me. Shit, all we're going to do is talk about your past. And eventually I'm just like, this is some bullshit. Go be with them, you know? The fuck? Get out of my face. But, I don't mind for the most part, learn about your past. Shit, you got a past. You ain't just drop out the fucking sky within the moment. So I don't mind it. It's a level where it's like, okay now. Okay. You don't even know shit about my past. We've been so busy talking about your fucking past, you don't know nothing about mine. And I don't normally talk about mine unless I just really, really need to. Just because I'm over it, honestly. For the most part, I believe we good to go. We can kumbaya and everything. Shit, I'm inviting you to the wedding and every goddamn thing. Parties and events. Fuck yeah. But on the opposite side, hell no. He ain't that healed to invite me to nothing. With me having a person too? Oh shit, hell no. That's the funny extra part. That's how you know when you're healed and the person that you are dealing with is not. I would do it. You should come on, bring your partner to the goddamn cookout and to the birthday parties, to my wedding, baby shower. Opposite way, me happy, intriguing. Forgive and forget. Forgive and forget. You need to forgive somebody. That's actually kind of funny. Even when I was talking about the pros and cons, everything I need to forgive. I don't know. That's actually kind of funny. I was watching, as I was saying, one of my videos. I watched two of them. And one of them was saying about going to confessions. I feel like this is confessions to an extent. But the aspect of when you go to confessions, you have to be like, I have sinned. And it's like, I haven't sinned. I really haven't. I'm not about to say I have sinned when I haven't. Type of foodery is this. I just want to talk to you, of a person of a high standard, for you to give me some feedback, some holy, cleansing, healing type of energy. I think it's better than even going to counseling. Father, I need to talk to you. I haven't sinned or nothing. I don't feel I have. If you think I have, then tell me. But I'm not about to say I have sinned. I'm not doing it. Then some of them will be like, that's the problem. You don't want to admit. And it's like, well, I have admitted something. Maybe I do sabotage my relationships just to get them away from me. Maybe. But I don't think I have, honestly. It's just, could I have been a little bit more gentler? Could I have been a little bit more understanding? Then it's like I was. That's why I decided to remove, we need to separate. That's being gentle. That's being gentle. Let's separate. And now let's go to different ways. I still love you. Let's go to different ways. That's gentle. That's loving. But some people don't understand that type of love. They rather just stay together and argue, and next thing you know, they fucking fighting, and then they just really, really hate each other. When it could have just, go your way, go breathe. I go breathe. If it's meant to be, we come back. If not, then shit, it is what it is. But I have a hard time with that concept of let's just stay together and nag the fuck out of each other. And that's what I mean when I say sabotage. Sabotage is just, why would you separate? You should have stayed and made it work. I did. It wasn't a quick separate. It was a try. Oh, we can't figure this out. Let's take time apart. Still love you though. But that's one thing I can say. I can confess about it. Other than that, I don't think I still did nothing wrong, honestly. But something about this forgive and forget is really important. And it's going to lie in the dark. Something happened in the dark that you need to forgive. It's like a cheating energy, manipulation type of energy. You have to forgive them. That's intriguing. I don't know what the lesson is in that, honestly. It's not a bad thing. I understand it, honestly. It's just being cheated on is a hard aspect to forgive sometimes. Because it's like if you forgive, they have good tendencies to do it again. Because, like, oh, you a joke, obviously. You don't mind being stepped on. But sometimes, even though I get a brown sugar aspect of energy, sometimes you have to go out and explore to make sure what you really wanted was what you really wanted, if that makes sense. That goes with that forgive and forget energy. They know that they want you for sure. Even the best goddamn thing that they thought they wanted ain't worth not having you, if that makes sense. Reaffine your attention. That's just what that is. That's funny. That's funny. And then retreat. That's funny. That's gorgeous. This is definitely rekindling energy. That's extra funny. The attention is coming right back to you. It goes right back to that moth to the light energy. It's coming right back. And for me, this is another energy. That's one of the same energies. That's funny. If just stand focused. You don't get entertained the opposite way. Even if you are tempted to, reaffine your attention back this way. Do not drift that way. Moving forward. Don't drift to the side and then hit a fucking U-turn. Keep straight. Reaffine your attention back. You might hit that U-turn. Don't you hit that U-turn. You keep going straight. Hope that makes sense. Is there any more messages? Let's take a scroll through Gaia really quick. The first one I look at, that's funny. Look. Haha. These are your instructions. Don't you hit no fucking U-turn. Don't you do it. Both could coexist in harmony. That came out recently too. Unity. All is connected. You are a temple, worship within, seen and unseen. That's beautiful. That's a hell of a connection. That is it. That's funny. A path that marries science and spirituality. A path that marries science and spirituality. That's important. I feel like this goes with this forgive and forget energy. That's the intriguing part. The things that you learn when you separate it. Even how I said I had to reevaluate myself. What are the things that you miss about this person? Like you have to go through the pros and cons. Because it's intriguing how people say, I miss you and I love you. What do you love about me? What do you miss about me? You know? And then you go from that aspect. Because sometimes you miss a person, then they come back in your face and it's the same behavior. And it's just like, did you miss? This is what you missed? Intriguing. This was the same behavior that you dismissed because you said it was fucking up your mental. That's why going backwards, it's like you didn't learn the lesson. You ain't healed. But it's something about this separation is awareness. That's the intriguing part. Probably recognizing signs. Maybe think of a Chris Brown song called Back to Love. They said, there's a light on the path. I know I lost it, but I want to get it back. There's a light on the path. And now that I found it, I ain't never going back. Something like that. Something about that is really important. But the song is called Back to Love. And it's a unity aspect for sure. A path that marries science and spirituality. That's so important. The Ace of Earth. Ooh. New beginnings, goals, motivation, planning for the future, and material gain. That's a super yes. Do not act selfishly at this time. Be sure that your opportunity to have love and family will not be limited by a path that focuses only on your need for financial security. I feel like I need to read that again. Be sure that your opportunity to have love and family will not be limited by a path that focuses only on your need for financial security. That's really understandable. That's the Ace of Earth, too. That's the top of the top. It's the top of the top. Then it's the Five of Earth, which I swear this go with the houses. It's five of them that came out. Ah, somebody's not healed. Unnecessary blame, beauty, inner guide, empathy, and understanding. These are just key words that I highlighted, just individual words. But it's unnecessary blame is the part where somebody's not healed. It's a blaming energy going on, which has two perspectives. Gemini, where's you at? Right by the balance and in the air. It's family, balance, two different perspectives through the air. It's obvious. It's unnecessary blame. Say it's the energy of, this is just an example, but this is the way it feels like. And I just feel like I explained it, even when I deal with myself. Expressing what I be going through, my lessons. But two people, they face to face, they might say some things that, that's how they felt or that's how they feel. You separate. Somebody's feeling a certain type of way. The other one is just probably like me, like, hey, shit, love you. You ready to meet up? What are you doing? Do you miss me? Because for me, I really work off the energy of do not go to bed angry. It's been a couple hours. You be good? You still tense? Why the fuck are you still tense? For me, I really do believe in that. Even though it's like it's not even the end of the day yet, it's been long enough. It's been like an hour, 30 minutes. Shit. Fuck you still tense for? Because you said this and this and that to me. It's one of those type of aspects of unnecessary blame. Still finger pointing. Somebody's not healed. Somebody's feeling a certain type of fucking way. And one is probably just like me. It's been a lot of hours. What are you doing? I miss you. What are you doing? I miss you. That's something about myself. I love it about myself, but sometimes I just be really meant to move on. Like you separated for a reason. For me, it's just like when I get with somebody, I really get to build, and I just don't play and dating. I'm meant to be married. So if we having a disagreement, that's temporarily. That's temporarily. What the fuck are you doing? It's been 20 minutes. The fuck? I gave you a chance to breathe, air out. I'm not talking to you for a whole month. Like, oh, hell no, this ain't meant to be. I don't know how you can stay mad at the person that you love or care about. That's a joke to me, but to each his own. It's been an intriguing energy, honestly. An intriguing energy. Not what I thought it'd be, but kind of, sort of. Even from what I noticed, just within myself. And I've been hearing people coming back from the past. And it feels like a moth to the light. But it's something about this oneness energy that does it. Where is the law of oneness? Then I'm going to wrap it up with that. Gotta figure out what this law of divine oneness is at. This is what it feels like. The law of correspondence. That's funny. The law of relativity is upside down. Then the law of oneness. That's what I was looking for. then the law of attraction, then the law of correspondence, then the law of vibration. That's funny. That's extra funny to me, but I really look forward to seeing how this energy gonna play out, honestly, because it's really beautiful. Really, really beautiful. Definitely with me seeing the aspect of a path that marries science. I say science and marriage together. The science and spirituality. That's really important. And I believe the separation would do that. Separation did it. Even if it goes back to a past energy, they learned something in that meantime that's important. That's the important part about this. So this has been a love message today. Complete love today. And are you healed? Or do you still need time to heal? We're in the judgment energy. And the judgment is asking, are you healed? You got your happiness, you at your happiness. Are you about to get to it? Are you healed? And if you're not healed, you can't move forward. It's like, think of a rainbow. Your treasure on this side and you on this side. And you like right here, about to get to it, but it's a judgment within that. You can't get to this happiness unless you are healed from the lessons. This feels like one of those type of energies. And intriguingly, with this being a rainbow, it's different frequencies of colors. And those are people who are coming back to you at that level. It's like when they be like, Jesus knocking at your door, this is like Satan knocking at your door. Or maybe it's Jesus on some other aspects, it's meant for you to backtrack. It is what it is. And it's not even a backtrack, and it's just cycle complete. You have found your person. You're back where you're supposed to be. Ain't nothing better than this. You have realized it. You got out there and explored. Ain't nothing better. But within that energy of it being so solid, things from the past is coming back. That's the triggering part. You have completed the cycle. You're happy. You found it. You have it. And now the past is coming back. What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? I keep feeling like I keep saying it because it's an intense energy. And I feel like this energy been going on already for 2 months, if not a whole month already. So I just recently translated this energy. And we're still in the same spot. Still going to judgment. In a February love aspect of energy. Which I actually pulled today from the Divine Energy Oracle. I'm going to fill out kind of card. Be open to love. I think that's it, Spirit. Is that it? So I feel like I'm just running the whole marathon in my head, honestly. It's really beautiful. It's just... It's a fragile energy for a person who's like me, who's in this energy, who knows I'm part of this alignment. At some point in time in my maze part, I'm going to come to this part, even if I'm there, where I find my person, and either temptation going to come from me or my person, or maybe at the same time. What are we going to do? Hopefully we are solid. If we're not solid, one of us going to drift off, if not both, on something that's not meant to be. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's meant to be so perfect. It's supposed to be envied and inspiring and motivating. That's what it's supposed to be. So that's been the energy for you now, you guys. As I said, we're going through a judgment energy. As into, are you healed from lessons that you have learned from your past so you can move forward? Because moving forward is beautiful. It's beautiful, but you will sabotage it if you're not healed. It's like simple as that. So remember, be kind. You are a reflection.